Series of press briefings, and now we will discuss the topic of rebuilding Donbas and on the presentation of the project of restoring Slovyansk households and other populated localities. Kateryna Butko, an AutoMaidan leader, will speak. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and journalists. I will start this press briefing with this very short video about one family in Slovyansk.
Крышу. Мы думали, только крышу переделаем, стекла вставим, и все на этом закончится. 5 числа разрушили уже все, что можно. Сами видите, у нас ни полов нету, ни стены повреждены. Мы эти все 4 дня в подвале были у свекрови. Мы жили у нее, потому что у нас подвал в доме. И тем более у нас и подвал тоже. Если мы там бы были, у нас люк улетел, я даже не знаю, где он делся, честно говоря. Потом мы 4 числа уехали, а 5 числа вот разбили полностью. Нас тут не было в городе. Сосед забрал нас на Красный Оскол. Неделю там были. А потом позвонила свекровь, сказала, что дома нету.
Важко загадувати те, що було. Ми були вдома, тут через дом. 2 рази обстрілювали дом. Перший раз обстріляли, ну ще можна була якась надія відремонтувати його. А коли вже 5 числа, 5 червня, тоді всі ми були в підвалі місці з дітьми, чули ці всі стрілянину цю. Вийшли з погріба, коли вже трошки розсіялося. Прийшли, син зразу прибіг подивитися, що тут, бо тому що криші не було. Видно тільки, що кришу зняло, прибіг, виструситься. Каже, немає хати. Снаряд попав якраз у стіну, і там все, меблі всі побиті на щіпки. Дитяча кроватка, все, шкафи, які були, все побито. Що можна було, то витягували, визивали сапьорів. Сапьори подивилися, кажуть, немає так, можна заходити туди, всередину. Снаряда ніде не було, бо він розірвався. Ніхто не допомагав. Була комісія з виконкому. Вони сказали, що грошей немає, і не обіцяємо, коли це воно буде. Самих грошей теж немає.
Таких будинків в районі
There are quite many such houses in this locality. They are fully ruined and they could not be restored. We had been thinking how to help these people. Despite the fact that there is much assistance given to Slovyansk and that much reconstruction work is done, but nobody is able to help these families which stay in the street and have no houses. So we decided to develop a project of the social houses. We were thinking how to develop it very quickly within shortest period of time, the most cheaply, and to make it ready for the winter. This small house, this typical house will have 52 square meters, 2 bedrooms and a kitchen. This will be very simple, small houses, but nevertheless they will allow people to have a roof and to be warm in winter, and it will cost 252,000 hryvnia. We invited our partners, Kiev National University of Construction and Architecture. They currently work on this design project, bringing it in compliance with the existing construction norms and thinking how to make it even more cheaper. Also, we tried to keep in mind the energy efficiency reasons, and also to prevent problems with gas this winter. That's why we were thinking about hard fuel furnaces in these houses. And now we are thinking how to collect money for this project. And thinking about fundraising, we appealed to our members of parliament and who now, in the period of parliamentary campaign, spend a lot of money. And especially we appealed to those members of parliament who were elected from these constituencies. Actually, each house will cost only 50 billboards where the advertising is spotted, and we disseminated letters among the members of parliament asking for finance, and also we will disseminate similar letters among other members of parliament, also among other candidates. By the end of this week, we will establish a website with the list of families who suffered in Slovyansk, who have no houses now, and those people who would like to provide assistance to a specific family will be able to do this. And also we will appeal to the representatives of businesses who are interested in development of this region. What do we have as of the moment? The family which you saw first, now they have the basement walls and some parts of the house. Actually, now there are only 2 weeks needed for finishing this house. I would like to say and emphasize once more that we do not try to undertake responsibilities of the state. But knowing the red tape and bureaucracy in the regions, and knowing that people will need a long road to cover to get their houses, we would like to demonstrate that these houses could be constructed within 4 weeks, and that this could be done cheaply, and this will prevent in future, we hope, from exaggerating the cost and the necessary time period for construction in future for those bureaucrats who would like to use this money in other purposes. And we hope that thus we will help this people. And after Slovyansk, we will implement this project in other regions which were liberated and which have similar problems. Will you please remind the price of this counts 252,000 hryvnia. It is one family house, and it could be constructed within 4 weeks. Actually, the walls and basement and roof could be erected within 3 weeks, within 4 weeks, and another month is required for internal finishing. We involve local residents to construction because there are people who remained unemployed. As for construction materials, there are some problems because in the past they were delivered from Donetsk, and now we bring construction materials from Kharkiv Oblast, and actually, the house is constructed from rather light, modern construction bricks, and actually very standard construction materials, very basic ones. In order to raise money for the project, will you involve your AutoMaidan volunteers? We will establish the charity foundation. This charity foundation is established for implementation of the projects in the east of Ukraine, since they are very cautious about AutoMaidan and activists of AutoMaidan. Then we will not use this name and these words in the east. We have started the project with that money which we managed to raise by the beginning, around 150,000 hryvnia. That is, your volunteers managed to raise that money in Ukraine. Yeah, that's true. We disseminated our appeal and our address among members of parliament and among business representatives, and actually each citizen is able to contribute. Have you received any response? As of now, we have not received any response, but in some time we will inform about those who responded and who do not responded. Where it is possible to see your appeal to members of parliament and to businessmen on Ukrainska Pravda website, and we will prepare a special press release and then we'll disseminate it in the mass media.
So who's doing the building in place? We have local builders, the local building team from Slovyansk itself. We just oversee the construction. And the final question from me. Have you pre-agreed this development project with relevant competent authorities like the Ministry for Regional Development, the local administration in Slovyansk, or other bodies, and what were their reactions regarding that? We had a talk with local administration in Slovyansk from the outset, and they notified us they had no money in their budget on that. We were told they were ready to assist us in machinery, communal machinery, in clearing the waste, etc. And as you are building the new house now, do you see local administration's involvement in that? What about some maybe red tape or bureaucratic issues that they might help you resolving with? I think when it will come to commissioning the house, they will step in, and I think that we won't run into any problems with that. At the Kyiv level, we haven't contacted the Ministry of Regional Development and Construction yet. We We had a response from Scientific Council at the Kiev Building University in terms of making this project comply with all the building norms, not to have any problems later on. If no further questions, I'd like to thank Ms. Kateryna, and we will surely wait for feedbacks from politicians. Please keep us updated about